What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. As I told y'all, I will be giving y'all more content, more videos. So I'm, sticking to my word. It's been, I've always said, man, it's been a while, and I miss doing this. I miss creating content. I miss bringing y'all my opinion and my thoughts and things that just go on with me. I miss doing that. So leading up to bringing back So in the Meantime, leading up to bringing back Royal Club in the way we used to do it. This is what's gonna be there. And I told y'all, in between times, these are gonna happen. These videos are gonna happen. I'm gonna do some vlogs, some stuff like that. I'm just gonna take you on a journey with me. And you're going to get my thoughts and opinions on so much. It's going to be kind of like the prequel to the actual episodes. That's something I was thinking about last night. I was like, how can I describe these videos that I'll be doing, And what I realized is these are prequels. These are previews to the grand conversation that will be done on the podcast, both podcasts, and that's what I'm doing. So right now, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about my digital detox. I got off of social media. For y'all that know, I did that for about a month. I feel as if everybody needs to do that at least once, every quarter. Just because, man, it's this social media shit is getting worse. If I could say, if I can rank them, and y'all know me, if y'all follow my journey through podcast world with Everyday Brothers, Views from the Tube, and now So in the Meantime, I've always said that Facebook to me is the worst out of all the social media platforms, because it feels as if that's just an open forum for debates, which is not bad. Debating is not bad, but certain things just happen, and it's just like we gotta get better. Like yesterday, I'm recording this on Saturday, July 16th. Yesterday, Friday, was the reopening of the Tops that unfortunately had that tragedy that happened May 14th. And Saad, my boy, he's telling me that, he was getting into arguments with people about the reopening of it. And the first thing I said to him, I was like, it was on Facebook, right? And he was like, yeah, I knew it, because that's the only place you're going to have these arguments at is on Facebook. You may see a little thing here and there on Twitter, but Facebook is really where it's gone. It's just straight nothing but arguments there. And my cousin TJ, he posted a video about it, basically, expressing what he felt, how he felt about the situation, and I echo the same sentiments as him, where it's like, if you got a vehicle, if you don't want to go there, you don't have to go there. This Tops is not for everybody. This Tops wasn't for everybody. This Tops was for the people in that community. And I'm not even going to get into the whole East Side, East Buffalo, because it's crazy I'm not going to get into it right now, but I am going to discuss. I'm going to bring up how I heard about this whole East Side, East Buffalo conversation. Me and my videographer Chuck, we were shooting at a school. We were shooting content at a school. Let me emphasize that, because when you hear shooting at a school, that's first thing you think of is all the nonsense that happened with school shootings. But no, we were doing a community school spotlight video. So we were there shooting content there, and the principal Rafael Perez, was talking to us. Love this guy. This guy is a jewel, for this community. And he was talking about it, and he was like, you hear when people speak on Buffalo, you hear them say North Buffalo, South Buffalo. But you don't hear them say that about the East Side and the West Side. It's East Side, West Side. He was like, why is it that we are not, it feels as if we're not attached to the city? I want to try to implement, let's call it East Buffalo, West Buffalo. And when he brought that up, it made sense, when you are talking, and I didn't think about that. When we're talking and you ask somebody where they live, they be like, oh, I live in North Buffalo. Oh, I live in South Buffalo, South Towns, things like that. When you hear somebody say, oh, I live on the West Side, it's just, it's nothing. You hear somebody say, oh, I live on the East Side, And then when you think about that, when you think domestically, you think, okay, East Side is predominantly black. Think West Side is predominantly Hispanic. And then North Buffalo and South Buffalo is like, we know predominantly who's there. So it's one of those things where it's like, and I've seen articles where people are upset. They're like, I'm never going to call it East Buffalo. It's always going to be East Side to me, and da-da-da-da-da. To each his own. To each his own. But I understand both sides. I understand. You want to be included. We don't want to be known as just the East Side of Buffalo, because then there's a stigma that comes with that. There's stigma with being from the West Side of Buffalo. When you hear West Side, you think poverty. You think, same with East Side. That's why when the guy did his research, the first thing he did was he noted that area of Buffalo, the East Side, had the largest population of black people there, which is why he did what he did. Then there's a whole bunch of other conspiracies about that I'm not going to get into, because a tragedy happened, a terrorist attack happened. Regardless of how you want to look at it, that happened. So now we sit here and we're holding this debate now. Oh, should we have opened it? Should we have reopened it? And that's one of the reasons why I got off of social media, because it was too much. I remember in one of the last videos I did for So in the Meantime, I talked about how whenever something tragic happens, I immediately get off of Facebook. I don't get off of Twitter. I don't get off of Instagram. I don't get off of Snap or TikTok. I get off of Facebook, because you have so many people just with their opinion and their, me being a part of the media now, looking like journalist, I spoke with actual journalists, and I know the work that they put in for their job. So then when I see, I call them the Facebook journalists, doing their stuff, it's a slap in the face of the actual journalists that I know, that I've spoke to. inspiring journalists that I know, it's a slap in their face. It's just like when I see, certain things people try to do that try to get in, like try to do media shit. And it's like, I'm in this. I have I have my degree in it now. So I kind of take it. It's kind of like how athletes feel when, they see these people, whether it's the old media, which I'm going to get into in another time. But when athletes get upset when these people in the media are speaking down on them and ridiculing them for their game and all this, and they're like, dude, you can't walk a mile in my shoes, so stop. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Think. And that's always been a back and forth. But yeah, I get off of that because it's too much. It's too much. So I turned around and I got off of it all. And then what I found myself ended up doing was I found myself, because I still had all the apps but Twitter, because Twitter I wasn't sure if I can actually deactivate it, because the last Twitter account I had, I deactivated it and I was unable to ever get it back. So instead of me deactivating that, I just deleted the app. I deleted all the other apps soon after because I realized I found myself like trying to get back on the app, like going back on the app, and I just realized, okay, out of sight, out of mind, let me remove them completely off my phone. And now, since I'm back on, the only app that I don't have is Facebook. I check Facebook 3 times a day. In the morning, in the afternoon before I go to work, and at night when I get off. And I do that, and it's very beneficial. I don't look at all that shit. I go in, I go through. If I have any notifications, I look at that. If there's anybody's birthday that's there or anything that's going on, if I feel like I have to reach out, I'll reach out. Other than that, I keep about my business, And I realized that that's good for me. That's a healthy mechanism for me. I look at Instagram now, and Instagram and TikTok, Twitter, they've been doing some rumblings. And some of the rumblings that I've been seeing lately is regards to relationships and regards to men, especially black men. Where there feels like there's an attack, going towards black men, for whatever the case may be. And those are things I'm going to address. I know one of my cousins, shout out to my cousin Samia, we was talking previously before I deactivated all my stuff, and she was like, oh my God, I can't wait, because I posted something about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. And she was like, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about that. And I haven't really spoke about it, obviously, because I haven't been on. But I'm going to talk about that. Talk about the status of just how, just the way things are going now. Like, I'm seeing a lot of women out here talking about, cheating and how they want their man. And I just seen a video yesterday about how this woman was saying how it's easy for a man to get something. Like, it takes time. Like, women, like, we have to look good, we have to do this and that third. Man, all a man gotta do is have money. I have a lot to say about that. I actually am going to post it later on today, a video that this I seen on TikTok. This girl replied to what she said, and spot on, like on the money with what she was saying. And she said, like, I follow this girl. Like, she's smart. She knows what she talks about. But this one, nah, you're wrong with this one. So I'm gonna be, posting that video. If you've been following if you follow my personal page, you've seen I posted stuff. But I also post stuff on the So in the Meantime page as well. On the stories poking at relationships. I just posted on my feed about how just the dating scene now is just crazy. It's nuts. And, I've always been the one to talk about the dating scene. Always one to talk about, what I see and what I experience in this realm. And that's going to be something else I'm going to talk about too. But, I didn't want to take much time up. Just wanted to briefly talk about these few little things. I didn't even touch on sports. That's for a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. Matter of fact, I'm going to do another video. So you're going to get 3 videos today. I'm going to do another video about sports. Because I got a lot to say. Mainly about the NBA. You already know NBA is my love. And oh my God, there's so much to talk about. So much. So thank y'all, man. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification. If you like the video, hit the like button. And yeah, I'll be back. Till the next time, man. Later.